Welcome back to another video. I really hate that, since like last year or so, you know, it only goes like this way. Like, horizontally. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be like Todd, I'm gonna be making this video unprofessional because, you know, YouTube is against freedoms. I know I shouldn't be making this video, but I don't know. At the same time, I want to have fun, but in this life, we live in the slavery where having fun is like not allowed. But it's just my personal opinion. Because it's dangerous for your health. But before I used to do it and everything was fine. And actually the number of my drinking videos actually went down. Fuck. Oh wow, that's impressive. I'm actually kind of liking to see it. That there is no stupid people I hear. Kind of peaceful without them. I feel like I can just do my own thing without being judged, and that's like the best feeling in the world. Sometimes you just have to deal with the consequences, that's it. But some people, I don't know. I'm a big fan of quick and easy solutions. But I'm gonna just like try to relax my brain, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna delete this stream, I don't know. I get some chips. What? Oh, ёб твою мать. I'm so tired, actually, of doing nothing all day. I'm really tired of that. So I'm gonna crack this motherfucker open. Okay. Decided to also get some salsa too. I'm so happy there is no people in here. It seems like I'm doing a video in a stream. Which is easier because then I don't have to upload it. You know? Emil the Great, thank you. Fuck, I'm not so great at fucking opening some salsa, I tell you that. Phew. I know the Wise Men's Committee, they probably gonna, make, like this funny video of me opening up the salsa. But I don't care, gonna do what you're gonna do, because this shit is very hard to open. For real, for real. It's like a layer underneath it. It's like I still didn't open this motherfucker. Look at this shit. This is crazy, actually. Thank you for entertaining me, man. I wish I'd been watching your videos since the beginning. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, I've been doing different kinds of videos, but I started with making videos. Actually, in 4 days, it's gonna be 17 years since I started making YouTube videos. Cause, well, I mean, no, not for 5 days. So it's like, because it's August 23rd. So to August 23rd is gonna be 17 years. So it's like 5 days from today. I don't know. For some reason I thought today is the 19th, but today is the 18th. So yeah, 5 days. It's gonna be 17 years since I'm on YouTube. So cheers for that, actually. Yeah, I'm not fucking up my nail over this shit. But look at that, I spent so much energy opening it, it still didn't open it. It's fucking strong, motherfucker. Crazy. It kind of sucks though, because, I tend to open the fucking salsa and it just didn't work. Well, no. Cheers. 17 years of making videos in 5 days. Yes, sir. I'm starting to celebrate early, I guess. I didn't think about that, but now, yeah. It's less than a week left, so I might as well start celebrating. Cheers. I definitely want to open the salsa though, but I don't want to be too gross about it, And I'm trying to see what's the best way, to do it. Because it's kind of stupid and embarrassing that I have hard time of doing such a should be an easy thing, but fuck. It's actually not that easy. No, that's not gonna work. It's a fucking bottle opener, but the bottle opener is not that good. Also, yes, you might be right. Wise Men's Committee, Words of Hair, Willow Waffle will make an edit of you opening the salsa. Laugh out loud. Wise Men's Committee I'm cool with, because he just puts pictures and he just puts a cool music, but it's not offensive, It's funny. So if it's do it in a funny way, which is not offensive, I'm cool with it. But putting it in a way, if there is there's something wrong with you, look at what you do, look your behavior has consequences, in that type of way. then I do have a problem with it. You see? So, make fun of me, it's cool, but like, please try to do it in a non-offensive way, because that shit really makes me angry if it's done like, you know, in that type of way. So, malt liquor, only malt liquor. So, but yeah, fuck. I'm gonna give them more material, I guess. I don't care. You know, sometimes for me, it's just like I want to express myself. I really don't care. Like, I get angry when people like make fun of me, but at the same time, I want to be myself, and like, I don't want to change. That's the thing. Like, I want all other people change their action towards me, but I don't want to change anything what I do, and I don't want to apologize for it, and I don't want to like feel bad about what I'm doing, and I don't want people to be getting in my face telling me that I shouldn't be drinking, I shouldn't be saying this or saying that. You know, people who feel that way, they should stop watching my videos, and they should leave. And they should leave. And if they're gonna do that, I'm gonna say thank you for leaving me, cause that's what I want. I want you out of my life. Oh, but if you're gonna, you know, you're not gonna survive. Well, we're all gonna die. But I'm just gonna have an early painful end, but I'm gonna die like a hero. Let's put it that way, okay? That's it. Fuck. You see, I'll just find out sooner, you know, what happens on the other side, if that's gonna be the case. And actually, that even could be better, because, like, if I live till 90, like, I'm gonna be peeing and shitting on myself, and I will be falling off the wheelchair, and I will be breaking my own head in the nursing home. So, like, if that's the end versus, you know, do a different way, I don't know what's better, you know. At least you never experienced, like, that misery of, like, not being able to, you know, even take care of yourself because you're too fucking old. Well, thanks for that. That's why, you know, that's why we're cool. You know? Thank you, sir. Yeah, I just... Sometimes it's good to be funny, you know, but sometimes it's hard also to be funny. Sometimes you need drugs to be funny. I just actually watched a reel. It's funny. It's about the Titanic. There was a guy, he actually drank almost like bottle of whiskey before leaving the Titanic, because he was like afraid of everything. And he put obviously the safety jacket, and then as the Titanic tipped, like this, like diagonally, then he fell on in the water. And because he was drunk, he didn't have anxiety, he didn't panic, he was just like doing whatever, like clumsily. And then, you know, he actually survived, while a lot of other people, they just died from shock or whatever, or from anxiety. I don't know about anxiety, but like from shock or from desperation, like they don't know what to do. And here this drunk guy who just doesn't care because, you know, he's inebriated, that kind of saved his life because he was fucking drunk. You see? And a lot of people don't understand it, because sometimes, you know, like, the world is just like so fucking gray. Everybody pisses you off. And there is a cure right there, the 25 ounces of real cure. And that does help to just like forget about your problems. Lol, thank you. I think you're funny without drugs. Just the way you put things and your topics on this funny. But people are too sensitive. Well, yeah. But that's why I'm saying this. I say what I want. If you don't want to watch my videos, you're free to leave. And I'm okay with that. So if my videos make you feel some type of way, you can leave. And I'm not gonna miss you in here. You know? I'm cool. All my life I was always by myself. And I got used to it. I don't even like to be around people. I want my freedoms, and being around people is a slavery to me because people want you to be certain way, act certain way. They push you, you know, they criticize you, they tell you, but things you do, it's not right, this is not right way, that you shouldn't be like this. And I'm like, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Recently, Todd said he's jealous you get to drink hurricanes in your state because apparently his state banned malt liquor. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he actually told me the same thing. We've been texting each other and he texted me that too. That there is not a lot of malt liquor in Ohio right now. But in California, there is not a lot either. Yeah, we have Hurricane, we have Cold 45, we have St. Ides, and then Mickey's, Old English. What else? Did I say Cold 45? I think I did. I just say King Cobra. Yeah. Yeah, I think I named it all. That's it. We don't have any more malt liquor outside of what I named. That's it. Just these brands. Uh, well, I mean, whatever, but I named all the malt liquors we have in California. So, maybe I named some of them twice. But I think I gave all the names. And I'm trying to think about other malt liquors. And I can't think about any other ones. Except the ones I named already. So, keep drinking. You know, I agree with you, but I can't move to Ohio. But you know, like, I like Wisconsin better than Ohio personally. It's better atmosphere, better people, better everything in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a cooler state. Ohio is okay. Crazy Stallion was a good one, but shit gets you messed up for $1. Well, we don't have Crazy Stallion here in California. But yeah, like, if I have an opportunity, I move back to Ohio. I mean, I was even talking to some people in California how I used to live in Ohio, how everything was like 2 times cheaper, and it was like for example, this room. I pay like $750 for it. I remember my room in Ohio. I used to pay $365, and that room was a little bigger than this. I thought you were in Wisconsin. Where do you live? Right now I stay in Oakland, California. I moved from, well, I left Wisconsin like early morning of July 26th of last year. So it's been over a year since I'm in California. But right now I live in Oakland, so I live close to Matt 40 ounce right now. Oakland Raiders, you know. I live in Oakland right now. Wisconsin was nice, but I had to move and it sucks, but yeah, I know, but yeah, thank you. Thank you, yeah. Cali is no fun, you're right, but thanks. I see that you're crying, you're not happy, but yeah. I don't like to feel like sorry for myself, but I agree with you. It's a pretty pathetic life without any type of positive change nearby. It's like hopelessness. Because I cannot live, and I wanna live, and I don't care about nothing. Even if I leave and then it turns out that I owe somebody like $100,000, I still wanna live the fuck out here. Even under that condition. You belong in America, you good dude. Don't move back to Russia. Oh, I'm not doing that. Even Russian people around me been telling me that you shouldn't go back. But I mean, and they don't want to go back either. You know, there's one woman, she has a very interesting background. Because guess what? She's a Russian Protestant. I was shocked. It's like the first Russian Protestant I ever met in my life. Because, you know, usually Russians, you know, they're like Russian Orthodox or atheist, whatever. But like Russian Protestant. And I talked to her and it's like, it's amazing how the way she thinks, it's like similar to American people. Literally. Russia was cool the way you describe people drinking in the streets. Yeah. Yeah. I used to do it as a teenagers. That was like 20 years ago. Well, 22 years ago. Because 20 years ago I was already here. You know. 2 months ago was what my 20th anniversary in America. June 15th. So that was like 21, 22 years ago. Well, 20 years ago too, like some change, I guess, but yeah. Let's have fun. Yeah, and these people say it's a good thing in America you wouldn't have a good life in Russia with the way you are, because you speak loud and you don't give a shit. And also they've been saying that in Russia there is no freedom. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. But remember, June 15th, I know you didn't know before, but June 15th is my anniversary, but thank you. That means a lot to me, actually. Only once people I used to live with did something for me. I remember when on my American anniversary, they went to the Russian store and bought me some Russian snacks. Like prяники. Yeah. And I was shocked. Because like, wow, they know Russian cuisine. And I used to eat this prяники when I was in Russia too, so. But when I was in America, I didn't eat it. Because, you know, I was never like going to the Russian store that much. When I used to live with my dad, my first 3 years in Columbus, there was a Russian store, like not far away from my dad's. But, you know, it was the only Russian store in Columbus, so I don't know. It was not a lot of them, I don't think. Because there is not a lot of Russians in Columbus. Compared to like, you know, black Americans or regular Americans, like European Americans, Western European Americans, you know, who like, you know, number of generations, not like immigrants. So, yeah. And I didn't go to that store that much either. I was there maybe a couple times. So pretty much all my 20 years in America, most of the time I've been eating American food, like all American people, you know. And I was living like Mowgli around people who are different from me. At first I didn't want to change, and I was like looking back and I'm like, fuck it. I'll just be myself, but I just learned the mentality and how to deal with people and all of that, and I just like stop resisting and just be myself, but like incorporated, you know. I'm a Protestant too. I'm from Norway, but have lived in the US 26 years. I'm moving back home soon. I'm tired of the US. It's a different country now compared to when I moved here. You know, I have a Ukrainian friend, and this is what she said. She used to live in America back in the 90s, and then she moved back in 2005, and then she came back because of the war a couple years ago, and she's saying it's like America changed for the worst, and it's a whole different country. She said that in early 2000s and late 90s, it was a way better over here, you know. And she thinks that things are gonna be worse, and in the big cities especially. And she said that if I want to live better, I better go to Wisconsin. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. So I'm gonna stop this conversation here because I know that I can complain about my decision, but I made the decision I made, you know. So I can't blame anybody but myself. And I don't want to do shit. So if I'm not gonna get shit, it's all my fault, guys. So I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna be like complaining about something because right now I don't want to do shit. So I have no right to complain about life right now. I get it. So I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna drink my liquor for the temporary relief of my horrible mind state. Being a slave in California. And that's been the reason of my horrible mind state. And that causes me to drink malt liquor to improve my mind state. You know, so I just don't care. You know, so I just flow and chill. You know, that's it. And there is another Russian guy in here living in a different unit who is also drinking hurricanes as well. I don't think he's gonna make a malt liquor video with me, but that would be cool if he would. Because that's actually gonna be an interesting fucking video. You know? But, and you know, he doesn't look like me. His face is a little bit rounder, but he's maybe like an inch taller than me. So he's like with similar height, you know. And like both have beards and mustache or whatever, and like dark hair, you know. But, and he's a nice guy. He's a freaking inventor. He's trying to do something so we can freaking wash clothes without detergent. If he's actually gonna be able to do that shit, that's gonna be so cool. Like, he really like learns the stuff, and you know, that's his thing. You know? Learns about how people used to like wash clothes before. He does experiments with his clothes and stuff like that. He's trying to do, you know, his science type of stuff, and it's very interesting. It's very cool to be living with interesting people like that, you know. Way better to live with my mom, I tell you that much. Yeah, but you know, let me tell you something. I still like nature better in Wisconsin, even though Wisconsin does not have palm trees. You know, as a kid in Russia or whatever, when I was seeing palms on TV, I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. Palms are so nice. And then here in California, around palms, I'm like, okay, palms, whatever. I don't care. It's like nothing. But I still like Wisconsin, you know. I still like Wisconsin weather not weather, but like Wisconsin nature better. Because like Wisconsin, it's like 4 seasons. Um, what else? More wildlife. They have a lot of bike paths. Rabbits cross it all the time. You know, you see rabbits all the time everywhere. You see deers, um, farms, black farmers. I even saw black farmer farms everywhere. Um, People over there are cool. Smoke shops everywhere. Even though weed is still illegal in Wisconsin, but at the same time in Wisconsin there are like smoke shops everywhere, and you can like smoke Delta A or whatever, and like 0.3% of THC in weed is like okay. And I used to buy weed vape with that, you know. And Milwaukee is very beautiful city. I like how, you know, it seems like even the sky is bluer over there. Like, it's crazy because at first when I was in Milwaukee, it seems to me like the sky is bluer than like other cities in California. And it's like, you feel like it's kind of magical city. I don't know why I had that feeling about Milwaukee, but I did. Yeah, I know Piggly Wiggly, that's also the store. Piggly Wiggly is like Kroger's in Wisconsin. And then they also have Quick Trip. And then they have Spotted Cow. I was selling that beer, but I never tried it. Isn't that crazy? And people over there are pretty chill and cool, you know, like. And Racine, Wisconsin is on the Lake Michigan, and it has a cool architecture, you know. I like the architecture over there. It's kind of old style, and it's kind of not very rich, but it has a lot of soul. The downsides of Racine are the roads and the trash. Like, people like to throw the trash away, and I don't like it. And I was even thinking how nice it would be like to open my clean company in Wisconsin. So I will have a people, and I will have money, I'll pay them money, and they have have a business where I have a crew where people like walk around and clean up the city, and then we get paid, like some shit like that, and just make a living like that. Like, I was just riding my bike thinking about that, and I just like, the way things look like over there, kind of. Everything is like kind of Midwesternish. People are, they don't steal shit over there. I've been losing my fucking gloves 7 times, and I was always finding them. People don't steal shit. There is not a lot of fucking homeless people everywhere over there. People drink, have fun, whatever. It's like, they're more chill. So I felt like I should have come there before I came to Ohio. When I came to America even. So it's like, I really like the place. But California is okay. Over there is definitely better, but California is okay. It's livable. And I like Oakland better than San Francisco, by the way. Oakland is more chill. Oakland is like more like residential. And there's no cold wind. Because in San Francisco, you come out like in Montgomery Street, Bart, and like, fuck, it's fucking cold wind. And in Oakland, we don't have that. It's like, you can walk around, there's no winds, it's a little bit warmer, The fall is so beautiful in Wisconsin. I've only been to the Milwaukee area a few weeks. By the way, I was in Milwaukee exactly in the fall, late October, last week of October, and I've been doing flyers. And yeah, that was freaking beautiful. You probably remember from my videos, but yeah. But in general, my God, the fields are so freaking beautiful. Oh my God, I freaking love the fields. You ride your electric bike every day, home from work home, and you ride through the beautiful fields. I fucking loved it. You're right. roads like in California, up and down, beautiful fields. And then there is industrial part where you have like this plasma places, all this, just regular American, stuff over there. Then you have factory places, just like regular race scene. Old city, which is cool, beautiful. Well, general, I like the place. Looks Midwestern, but kind of has a soul. And it's kind of better than Ahaya. And people over there like better too, but Ahaya is alright too. But like Wisconsin, I like it better. I'm going to heat up my Applebee's leftover food, man. Yes, from yesterday, man. Have a chill evening. Yeah, man. When I was in Ahaya, me and my ex used to go to Applebee's all the time, by the way. That was fun. That's actually one of the upside of Ahaya. Because Ahaya seems to be like it's a richer state than compared to Wisconsin. Wisconsin is more like farm, poor state, and Ahaya seems like a richer state. But Wisconsin is just cooler, People over there seems to be better in the atmosphere. And like, I don't know, just even the way everything looks. Just the style, And hills too, like Ahaya is more like. But yeah, Applebee's in Ahaya, that's like good memory. Because I did have a good time with my ex-girlfriend in Applebee's. That's pretty good times. Freedom, being myself with a beautiful woman in the restaurant. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is the definition of a good life I used to have. And now I don't. Yep. Well, good evening. How are you? Yeah. I'm definitely having a lot of interesting people in here. But weird circumstances. You know? No, I never been to Nepal, but I met a couple people from there. And I know some people. I actually knew somebody from Russia. That person actually died. But I knew somebody from Russia who actually been to Nepal. But I never been there. Although in San Francisco I met a couple Nepali people. They were like, I think they owned the corner store. Well, not the corner store. It was like a gas station right by the ocean, where the Great Highway used to be. You know. So there's that gas station, and there's Nepali people working there. Oh my God, this is like literally. If you think about it, people. I used to live and I used to be like somewhere where like the land ends. Literally. It's like where my mom lived, where I used to live in San Francisco. That's literally like last couple miles before the ocean. Like literally. And that gas station was literally like the first gas station after the freaking ocean. By the Great Highway. This is where the Nepali people were. Yeah. You just go in there, get some cigarettes with my buddy Michael. I don't talk to him that much either, but his birthday was like July 25th. I wished him happy birthday, but that was a short conversation. Because I don't really want to be around people that much right now. Because things are weird and I'm tired of it. And yeah. It just whatever. I'm not gonna be complaining. It's pointless. I'm gonna drink. Oh. Ooh. I'm literally doing. Is that still sober? No, I think he talked and he said that he broke his sobriety actually. But, I mean, he told me this. He stopped drinking, well, he drank Cinco de Mayo. After that, from like May 6th till June 2nd, he didn't drink anything. But then June 3rd, he drank again. And then from June 3rd till like around August 10th, he's not been drinking. And then I talked to him, I think August 14th. It's like 4 days ago, whatever. And he told me that, yeah, I probably stopped drinking. Like, I probably started drinking like maybe 4 days ago, which was like August 10th. So, he kind of lied about 87 days, because during that 87 days, he actually had a day where when he actually drank alcohol. But for some reason, he just miscounted June 3rd when he drank alcohol. You know? He just probably looked at it like he had like one salvation thing, you know, where it's like subtract a day type of thing. Instead of like saying, oh, it's like a strike freeze break, you know. That's what he did. Strike freeze. It's like he broke a strike, but then he had like a coin or whatever, magical coin. So the strike is just like, yeah, it's still 90 days. Yeah, and it's not counting June 3rd when he drank alcohol. But based on what he said, this is how it went. Cinco de Mayo he drank. The day after he didn't drink until June 3rd. Then he drank June 3rd. And then from June 4th until like August 10th, he didn't drink. So it's like, but he just discounted June 3rd. So like I told you. So that's it. That's what he told me. And now he's drinking a little bit again, just like he used to, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that changes his life drastically, whether he drinks or not. So, just like my life too. Like people say, oh, don't drink, you know, be healthy, exercise. Nah, and this fucking jail and this fucking bullshit, I don't think it's gonna matter whether I drink or not. You know, so it's like, I don't give a fuck either, honestly. I know it's kind of depressing and stuff, but I really don't give a fuck. You know, like, fuck this, fuck everything, you know. I mean, I watch, like, there are some people who are 85 years old and they can bench more than what I can. And I'm like looking at them like, oh, like 85, it's like they're about to die and they're like doing that. It's not a lot of people, but apparently people like that exist in this world. So what's the motivation? No matter what the situation is, you can just like be like a phoenix and rise up above your situation, you know? But I don't know. When it doesn't only depend on me, what the fuck can I do? Because I feel like even if I go to the fucking gym and I exercise, that's not gonna change my life that much. Number one. Number two, I don't know, maybe I'll work out, but then again, it's like I said, I just feel like it's not gonna change my life that much. I know it may sound like an excuse, but I just feel that way. Maybe I'll still work out a little bit. I've been doing pull-ups yesterday actually, and my arms are still hurting, by the way. So I did like 2 rounds of pull-ups yesterday. I did like 1 round of 10 and another one of like 7. And then I did other exercises with another guy. We went to the park and pretty much just warmed up. And I just met him at the park and we pretty much did some exercises together. And he showed me a couple exercises. I did them a little bit. He told me that he's a gardener and he's getting hurt at his job. And, you know, that's why, like, he exercises to improve his strength so he's not gonna hurt himself. And I'm like, wow. I never had that problem because it was me. I'm just like, if I feel like there's something I cannot do, I just don't do it. I just give up. Remember you made the pull-up video once? Oh, I made it more than once. I have a lot of pull-up videos. More than one. At least probably 3 or 5 for sure. I have a lot of pull-up videos. First one I made probably like 4 years ago. And then I made like some videos where I was drinking and doing pull-ups. Where I was drinking at first, eating chips. And then like I was doing pull-ups like, I don't know, the video was maybe an hour and I was doing pull-ups like at 45 minutes. I don't recall. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember at which point in that video I did pull-ups. But I know that it was not like at the beginning, you know. It was not like I did pull-ups and I started drinking and that. It was like in the opposite order. I started talking, I started drinking, and then I was doing bust pull-ups. In the end of the video, some shit like that. So I don't even remember when at the video, but like not the beginning. So it's like, and people have short attention span, so it's like, if my video is an hour, they don't want to wait like half an hour to see how many pull-ups I'm gonna do, you know. So, but I have a lot of pull-ups videos, so a lot of them. I have push-up videos, you know, when it was like a Tatar song, Piyala. I was playing in the background and I was doing push-ups. You know, I did that 2 videos in the background, and in the background was, for your age, how many you should do. And I was showing them that, you know what, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape for my age anyway, you know. So, the average person my age, like let's say 39 or 40-year-old, does less push-ups than I do, you know. But that time I was like 37 actually. I can bench press well over 300 pounds, but I can't do a single pull-up. So Marshall Jim Duncan, so it seems like you're a big guy. Like, what's your complexion? Is it like 6'3", 250 pounds, something like that? Because what you're describing me right now makes me think that you're probably a big guy. Because big guys who have a lot of weight, like, I mean, I can understand why it's hard for them to do pull-ups. So, it seems like you're a pretty, like, big guy, right? $5'11" to 20. Yeah, okay. That's actually pretty big, but it's not like super big. You like my buddy Jean-Marc years ago. He's about as tall as you. He's like about 5'11", maybe like 6 foot. And he's been telling me that his weight is like about 230, 235, so like somewhere around there. So he's similar to you. And he was a big guy, but he didn't seem like to be like super fat. But I can see how, you know, for the guy like you, it could be challenging to do pull-ups. See me, I'm a small dude. I'm like 5'6.5", almost 5'7", you know. I'm like definitely taller than 5'6", but I'm between 5'6" and 5'7". Actually, I'm right about the middle between the two. So, and my weight is like 170s. I know, but right now, because I used to weigh 180 couple months ago, but then I lost weight and I was like 169, 170. But like, I don't know how much exactly I weigh, but it's about between 170 and 180 pounds. So I'm a smaller man than you are. Way smaller. Well, actually, not way smaller. A little smaller, you know. But yeah, not like way smaller. Not way. No. So I mean, you pretty much like normal big dude, but not like more morbidly overweight. Nothing like that. I can see it's like normal big dude. Yeah, like Jean Marc. My liquor is good, but when I was in Russia as a teenager, I couldn't do pull-ups either. I was pretty like I was not strong, but then somehow I built myself up. I like to run. I've completed several marathons. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, a lot of people say that. For me, I'm not a big runner, although I was one of the best runners in school. But I was going to the Jewish school, so I didn't have a lot of people there. And the whole school was like 120 people, and we have like 10, 15, like 8 people in the class, my school. But I was like one of the best runners in the school when I was in the middle school. And also, I was running Race for the Cure back in 2010 when I was taking my senior class in OSU, business administration class. I was with one woman who does that type of stuff. So she told me about Race for the Cure, and I decided to run that. So I ran 5K. Columbus, Ohio was like, you know, this marathons that people run. I've done that once. You just reminded me of that back in 2010. Well, oh my gosh, I was 23 years old. Time flies. I wish I was 23 again. Life seems to be much better back then. Do you remember your 5K time? I think I do. I think it was like, I don't know, I don't want to tell you. Because it couldn't be like 6 minutes and 13 seconds. I don't know why I remember that number, but it's like, I don't know. But because 5K is what? It's like 3 miles, I think. Ah, just over 25 minutes. Uh, yeah, so I'm thinking, because I mean, yeah, it couldn't be 6 minutes then, it's not humanly possible. Maybe I was maybe I was like running like 16 seconds a mile, maybe that's Because then it's like makes sense. 30 minutes, 29 minutes, 5K. But I really don't remember. I only remember that I was running and there was like a lot of people because it was like a marathon. I was passing by some, and elite runners do 5K around 15 minutes. Okay. But that was a race for the cure, That was like breast cancer awareness type of stuff. And then I got the breast cancer awareness t-shirt after that. And I think maybe even a bandana or something. So it was not like a competitive running type of stuff. It was like race for the cure, It was like you run marathon with a lot of people for the charitable cause. Because one of my classmates was doing that type of stuff, that type of fundraising. And I decided, why not to try to do that just for the heck of it, So I did it. And I was actually like running pretty hard, But it was not like a competitive running. And it was a lot of people. It's like race, it's like a marathon where they close, certain streets and people just run. And then, they redirect the traffic, all of that. It just was one of those, But I was not like really running competitively. But I was one of the best runners in school. I told a lot of people that, there were like 7 best runners and I was one of them. I got number 5, but I could have been number 2, But I just made a mistake and I lost a little bit and I saw the people running around and I started following them. So then I was 5 out of 7 and one guy literally beat me by like 1 foot, meaning like his foot stepped over the finish line before mine, like literally 1 step before me. And I remember that was so fucking, it's even sound unreal, right? Like you run, and there is a guy like passing you by, and he crosses the finish line literally 1 step before you do. So I was like, fuck. Sure, I remember shit like that, from middle school. Fuck. But if I was a little bit smarter at that time, I probably could have done better. Because at the beginning, I was literally like running second. There was another guy. And he was actually a short guy. He's probably like about my height, maybe like half of an inch or inch shorter than me. And he's like about my age. But he was this fucking short and he was like the best basketball player. And he was good runner too. So I was always about behind that guy. And then I did some dumb stuff, which puts me couple position even down, but it is what it is. If I were to come second, if I was smarter, that would be cool, but didn't happen that way. I would never come first though, because that guy, yeah. Even at the beginning, he was like running first. And he finished first. And from the beginning, I couldn't like be first. He was always ahead of me. I couldn't catch up with that guy. That little fuck. What's your favorite movie? I don't know. I don't even watch movies anymore. I don't feel like watching movies right now. But it's a cool thing to do, but it's like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. Not into the movie mood, I guess. Sometimes I just watch some movies and I'm like, fuck. Sometimes people tell me about cool movies to watch and then I forget the title. A couple years ago, what was cool thing about with Michael and stuff, we used to go to the movies together a couple times. That was fun. We went to the Barbie movie. He didn't like it at all. I remember that. Um, what other movies? Recent ones. Fuck. There's some Russian movie. Slow Patsana I watched. That was cool. Emil, you don't have a car, right? Does it bother you to not be able to drive places? No. No. I don't even want to have a car because right now, with what's going on around me, with people acting weird, I don't even want to go anywhere. I had a choice to still have my car. I decided to ship back the car to my ex, and I don't care. But right now, this car is gone. It's pretty much broke down last year, like last July, the beginning of July actually last year. At that time, I was still in Wisconsin, by the way. The car broke, the engine broke, and the car had only like 100k on it. I don't remember how many miles, but 100 plus. And the car was like 2019 Kia Niro hybrid. So it just broke and that's it, be totaled. Already 13 months ago. I don't have one, but I'm feeling kind of trapped with not being able to leave, to go anywhere. Well, you make a lot of grammatical mistakes. You put extra E in anywhere between W and H. But I know you probably know that just typo. But you see, I don't want to go anywhere, period, because people piss me off. So I don't suffer. And with what I need to do, I don't really need a car. And I live somewhere I don't want to live. And if I knew that with what I've been doing, something I don't want to talk about would make me go to California instead of New York, I would just like say, fuck. You're telling me I need to pay whatever, fuck you. Get the fuck out. And see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, I know, because I don't have to pay for gas. I don't have to pay insurance, you know. Yeah, it is less expensive without a car. Plus, somebody can break your window. Like there is one guy who lives in my apartment complex. He got his window broken the other day. So, I don't have to deal with that shit. I don't have to worry about parking tickets either, because they do like street cleanings like 2-3 times a week, maybe even. Or 2-3 times every other week, whatever. But you know, you have to worry about like reparking your car in like 1 in the morning, because if you don't, you're gonna get like $150 fee. Have you tried? Okay. I got this fucking semen retention junkie here. All he talks about is semen retention and how semen retention is the most important thing in life. Well, if that's what you're thinking about, good for you. But it's not something I care about talking, okay? And it's not something I think about. So, just be aware of the fact that I'm not gonna have any regard as far as your comments go, okay? Write whatever you want, and you're not gonna have any reaction from me. Just be aware of that, okay? And if you don't like it, you can leave. Okay? That's all I'm gonna tell you. You know, like I told you earlier at the beginning of this video, that alcohol saves lives. I sent it to my friend Darina. She actually saw my video, she made a comment. And she liked it. And I liked it too, because you know how cool it is. The guy drank a bottle of whiskey, and then he went on the fucking water, and Titanic sank right at the time it was horizontal. And then he pretty much saved himself because he was drunk. Yep. And people talking about, oh my god, alcohol is so fucking horrible. Sometimes alcohol saves lives. You see? Because it makes you like not care about stuff too much. Oh wow. That's impressive. You talked about something else except semen retention. I definitely have to reply to that. Thank you, sir. You support my message of alcohol drinking. Yeah. Drinking alcohol saves lives. You know that the mother of Queen Mother, okay? Queen Mother. She lived 101. And she used to be drunk all the time. She was drinking like 10 times normal alcohol consumption, you know, for like an average human being. And she lived to like 101. Always drunk. You see? Oh my god, I get this fucking British royal people, they're having fun. You know? You think that they're all like manners and serious and this and that. Sometimes I feel like these people like to have fun, you know? Even the fucking British queens and kings, whatever. Sometimes they like to have fun, you know? Like you get drunk, watch some fucking football games, whatever. Yeah. Seems like cool people, by the way. Oy. Seattle kicked the crap out of 49ers. Does this mean that the city of Seattle is better than the Bay Area? I mean, I'm kind of prejudiced about that Bay Area in a negative sense. So I would say, of course, Seattle is better. Just simply represents Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. And San Francisco represents Jewish slavery, okay? So, but honestly, I mean, I never been to Seattle. I had a chance to go over there with Lydia, but it didn't work out because she's a big Nirvana fan. So she wanted to go to the house of Kurt Cobain, you know. I never been to Seattle, so I don't know. But because I'm prejudiced against San Francisco, because San Francisco did a lot of bad things to me, in a way. But it's a chill place, you know. But San Francisco is just equal slavery, you see. San Francisco is slavery. San Francisco, this is, you know, this is where I have no future, you see. It's like city without a future for me. Where I cannot get a girlfriend, where I cannot have a normal life, where people are acting weird. So, other places people may still think that I'm weird, but if I'm gonna have freedom and I'm gonna be awkward and weird, there is gonna be less bullshit. So, which city has more retainers? How do I know? I don't know. I like your humor though, you know, like you start talking different topics like Seattle kicked the crap out of 49ers. It's a funny comment. Does that mean that the city of Seattle is better than Bay Area? I mean, those two things obviously have no correlation. And the only reason why I'm prejudiced about San Francisco is because of my personal problems. But like, those two things has no direct correlation to each other. And besides, which city is better, it's, you know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So some people may like Seattle better, some people may like San Francisco better, you know. Maybe I go to Seattle and I'm not gonna like it. But for me, San Francisco also has a downside. It's like a bad rap because of this fucking stupid ass projects and because of the fucking bullshit and because of the people acting weird, you know. So, how do you get your food without a car? Do you have groceries delivered to you? No, no. There is a grocery outlet not too far away. There is a food bank not too far away, you know. There is a liquor store right around the corner. When I do flyers, we buy stuff at the gas station, or sometimes, you know, food is fucking easy, you know, like second cheap. You know, I can go to food bank and I can eat for free. And then the rest I go to the store. Like I actually, last time I went grocery shopping was on Friday. And I spent almost $150 for myself. But I bet you it's going to be enough for the rest of the month, so. I bet the Seattle bombs could beat the crap out of SF bombs. The SF bombs get all the sun. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but you know that's not gonna happen. And why do you need to talk about bombs? Trust me, if I were the ruler of America, all the bombs would be injected on government orders. So I was the ruler of America, I'll make a law. If you are unemployed for over 365 days, you're gonna get a call on your door and you're gonna get injected with lethal injection on government orders just for being an unemployed parasite. That's it. So, if I was the ruler of America, bombs wouldn't exist. You okay? Because they all would be euthanized. On my order. That's it. No bombs anymore. Unemployment would be zero. We will have 5% decrease in population, but at least we'll have like better people around, you know. We improve the quality. And quality is better than quantity, you know. Fuck. All the bombs get free housing and universal income, maybe free drugs. I mean, that would be nice, but we don't have money for that. I mean, let's see if we're gonna from fucking Iran, if that's gonna cut it. If that would cut it, I mean, that would be a good idea. I mean, I would definitely withdraw from Iran right away. And also, I would stop military help for anybody too. I would stop military help to Ukraine, to Israel. That's it. You know, America for Americans, Americans only. I'm all about that, obviously. That way, people's not gonna hate America that much also. But I know why people hate America. And it's not because of Western European Anglo-Saxon Americans. It's because of different type of people who look like me. But I'm against these people also. That's right, more beers. So. But if you're gonna withdraw from Iran, if you're gonna withdraw from Ukraine, if you're gonna stop any type of military, you know, like if we're gonna stop giving money to Israel, whatever, to Ukraine, we'll see if that's gonna help bums to live better. What's the deal with legal weed? Nobody cares anymore. Why should I care? I live in California, man. I can go to dispensary and get weed. The closest dispensary is less than a mile away. I can go right now and get myself, okay? Easily. I leave the house right now. 15 minutes from now, I buy weed. Half an hour from now, I'm home smoking weed. If I want. No problem. Okay? So, why should I care about it? I can easily get it. In the walking distance from my house. Fuck. It used to be a big deal for 21st and all that. Now nobody gives a shit. I mean, yeah, because now weed is fucking legal. And now people smoke all the time and they build the tolerance. And then they have to smoke more and more and it doesn't hit them as much. You know? I built myself some tolerance too. So now I'm trying not to smoke as much. Sometimes I give it a break, you know, like sometimes I just like on purpose do like 2-3 days without weed, you know, like past weekend I actually didn't smoke weed at all. Like on Sunday I literally didn't smoke weed all fucking day, you know. I was in San Francisco, I didn't bring the weed with me. And I don't remember if I smoked Saturday either, maybe I did but not a lot. So it's like, I'm not gonna shotgun, sorry, but well, actually, what I can try to do, I can try to make a drinking video in my living space, like in the kitchen. So you see my kitchen, because what I've been doing this past weekend, I've been cleaning a lot. I cleaned up my place, I cleaned up at my mom's, and I bought her groceries. You know, I've been cleaning here on my place on Saturday all day. I'm cleaning my mom's place on Sunday and chilling on Sunday. Then on Monday I've been cleaning my place a little bit also, you know. So right now my place is so fucking clean. And it's all started because I have fruit flies. And I'm like, fuck, let's get rid of them. Then there's a woman, I told her about it. Next thing we know, we both killing flies together and we cleaning the whole space. She helped me out a little bit, clean my unit. And also she cleaned like the entrance of the house. And today me and that woman, that's actually an American Protestant. That's actually Russian Protestant talking about. You know, it's that person. You know, the Russian Protestant. I'm not gonna give you her name, but yeah, that's the person. And this morning I was also working with her. I saw she was like cleaning up, and I helped her out with that. And we also helped out with like a side of the street. We cleaned everything almost perfectly, away from the leaves and everything, and put the stuff together. Yeah. So I've been like cleaning. We've all been cleaning the whole fucking weekend. So now my unit looks decent. Like I cleaned the shower looks good. I cleaned the fucking walls. I cleaned the floors. I cleaned the doors. So now I removed the dirty rags. My mom, I told my mom about it. She gave me even thing for the flies, you know. And, you know, that's what I've been doing. this weekend, this past weekend, cleaning. I remember hiding weed in boarding school, then getting caught and lying to the hot teacher. She gave me the whole, I'm disappointed in you. Yeah, in good old days it was illegal. You know, I know somebody in Russia, and that's like, okay. So one of my aunts was married with one Russian man. She was not married to him, but she was dating him years ago. And he used to have a granddaughter, Ksenia. So that girl, whom I knew as a child, years later was arrested for growing weed. But I don't know. I've not been smoking weed a lot in Russia. I smoked hash a couple times and it was all right. Like I never, in Russia, I never had experience where I got in trouble by doing drugs. And I've been doing hash in there, weed in there, and obviously alcohol. What else? I'm trying to remember. Hash, weed, alcohol in Russia, or different types of alcohol. Um, Maybe that's it. I didn't try speed over there at the time, even though I had a chance to, but I didn't. I wonder if that's cocaine. I'll try it later, but in America. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I want to try like 3 drugs in Russia. But I never got in trouble because of it, ever. You know? I never had that experience where I got in trouble because of drugs. Especially like in the high school. No, I never had that experience. Even though I've been drinking in high school like everyone else. I mean, I had behavioral problems where like I was acting crazy at the lessons and stuff. And teachers had problem with me because of that, but never had like a drug problem in school, really. But I've been like drinking with people and stuff just like everybody else, socially, you know. Hanging out, going to clubs here and there, not the whole lot, but last year in Russia, I was like 18 years old. I've been going to clubs, drinking there, kicking it there till like fucking 6 in the morning. Hanging out with my homies back in 2004 and then telling my mom, Mom, the bridges are open. I cannot go to other part of St. Petersburg. So I was stuck where I was walking to the roofs with my, classmates and stuff. Walking the roofs of St. Petersburg. I remember we were like breaking elevators. We were like jumping in elevators on purpose. And then we were discovering these magic buttons. And then we were pushing these buttons. So we like, when the elevator is a little bit, it's not like stuck, but it's stuck like a little later than like, straight. You can push the button, you can open the door and then like manually open it, So we did that type of hooliganism a little in Russia, but nothing really big, Couple times I stole like couple bottle of vodka and Snickers bars when I was hanging out with people. We did that couple times, but nothing major. And I mean, I left Russia at the age of 19, but I didn't really have criminal record over there because of drugs. And the times I did drugs in Russia never got me in trouble, It was just like, I'm just kicking it with my buddies having fun, The same thing in America. Or in America, it was also like, I just wanna relax my brain and do some creative shit. So I need to drink a beer, so I will, just flow instead of like having anxiety, things like that, you see. It's more like that. But it's not something with me like alcohol gets me in trouble. I also almost got beaten up because of alcohol. Because I was sloppy drunk, not aggressive drunk. Because I hit one girl, not on purpose, by the way, not on purpose. And the guy wanted to beat my ass because I did it. But that was the only time. And I was not aggressive drunk, I was like an awkward drunk. So I was like waving my hands, being drunk, and I just hit one girl. Unintentionally. So I'm even that type of guy. I'm actually nicer when I'm drunk. That's the thing. So I was doing drugs and alcohol, whatever, to escape the reality and to feel good about my life. And doing that never got me in trouble ever in my life. So, but I got a lot of lectures from my mom because of it. And that was not pleasant. And I'm still getting the fucking lectures. And I don't want to listen to it. But sometimes I'm forced to. And I don't like it. So. But alcohol never got me in trouble in real life. I tell you that much about myself. Also, another thing, I never had a drunk sex in my life either. So. But that's just me. Yep. Actually, that was a great stream. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it's gonna be bullshit like last time where I like, fuck this shit. I'm so tired of talking to these fucking idiots. And here it's like idiots are not here. Anxiety is not here. I'm actually having semi-good time interacting with people over here. So spinning wheel, BU8JN, Marshall Jim Duncan, Ryan Guy 6789, who else? At Mr. Sardine and Creative Deconstructionism. Thank you very much, guys, for the good conversation. And when I say it, I really mean it. So, I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling happy. And I feel like we have a good conversation. And that conversation does not make me go crazy at you. And that's a good thing. Because a lot of times when I was doing these streams, people been telling me some dumb shit or stuff I don't like or shit that pisses me off. And I was going crazy at these people. They would tell me not to act this way. But they were the ones who provoking these behaviors in me. So it's like it was a fucking mess. It was a fucking bullshit. But right now I actually had a good conversation with you guys. So I say thank you very much for the stream. It's a rare thing, I tell you that. Because most of my streams are me fighting with people. But this here, it's like me saying what I want and having normal conversations. And I'm so happy that I can actually do it with you guys. I'm actually real happy about it. That makes me feel good. 1 second. I think I'm gonna open the salsa. But I wanna clean my tool just in case. So I finally opened my salsa. The free salsa from Food Bank. And it's actually good. It's actually real fucking good salsa. It's like a free salsa, but it's actually better salsa than the one which in the store for $5.99. It's even better salsa than the store and for free. So good. Oh. Swill, guys. $100-minute video, so pretty much it's like every minute is like 1% of this video. Almost. Well, I'm not gonna make it to 100 though. I'm sure you guys are tired. You don't wanna watch. You don't wanna comment. And by the way, thank you. Less comments, but the better comments. Quality over quantity. That's my motto. Quality over quantity. Alright guys, thanks for watching. All the best to you guys. Like, subscribe, share this stream, watch it multiple times, just so I get more views. I'm not getting a penny from doing that, but at least maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm doing it for myself. So if you want to watch it, watch it. You like it, subscribers. But if you don't, it's your prerogative and I don't really care. Okay? So, thanks for watching and I'm out. Peace. Yours, crazyrussian86.